Ondo just had its biggest month, and I'm going to break down everything they did for you. Hey guys, Foxy's Trading here, back with another crypto video for you guys. And today we are talking about Ondo, right? So not only do I think Ondo had the biggest trading month, but Ondo themselves said that it was the very, very important month for them, right? Month of September. So let's break it down a little bit. I'm going to try to run down in summary points each of these things, and then we're going to look at market structure, and then we're going to call it a day. Okay, so the first one is the Ondo Global Markets launch with 100 plus tokenized stocks and ETFs, right? So this pretty much effectively turns the traditional equities into on-chain tradable assets, right? So it's allowing us, the users, for 24-hour access without the restraints of a traditional market, right? And then OUSG becomes the sole anchor and largest investor in Fidelity's tokenized fund. This, I would just say, is showing that a major institution is here with Ondo, partnering with Ondo, right? So it just shows a massive strength and a massive player joining Ondo. Peter Curley, appointed head of global regulatory affairs, right? This isn't too crazy, but just they added another person to their team. Wisdom Tree joins the Global Market Alliance. Pretty much same thing as over here, just another major player in the game with $131 billion, right? So also a big thing, but not too much explanations to do for that one. Then we have Ondo's USDY yield coin launches on Stellar, right? So I think this one was pretty important because it increases the cross-chain exposure and access, and it basically opens up more users to Ondo, especially those on Stellar, right? So it's combining the two. All people to Stellar now get introduced to Ondo, so it is a good thing for Ondo, right? And then lastly, Ondo published an open letter to the World Federations of Exchange, right? The growing role of tokenized securities. So basically what this entire blog was, and it was a pretty long one, they said how September was a turning point for Ondo, right? Tokenization became more mainstream. The regulations became more clear to the users, and they were trying to make also adoption more clear, right? So they were just trying to clear what they are doing and make it more easy for the user, us, to understand what they are doing, right? So all of these things are, they're not just a narrative, right? It shows how they are increasing and making better things every single day, right? They're not just putting out a narrative, oh, we're going to plan on doing this. They're showing you what they are doing, right? So it looks very good for Ondo. And then we have this also. I want to just show you guys this little photo, all of the people on Ondo, right? You can see all of these big players. So let's look at CoinMarketCap, and then we'll break down market structure, and then we'll call it a day. So Ondo is up in the last 7 days, 4.75%, down a little bit in market cap, slightly up in volume. They are on all the big exchanges pretty much, and community sentiment is at 86%. While it's good, let's get it to 90%. Let's get more bullish on Ondo, okay? So looking at the structure, market structure, we are on the daily time frame currently. What I see right away, right? So we have this support zone right over here, and we are pretty much trading in this box, right? So it's going up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. There's no major things happening. We were trending down. Now on the lower time frame, it's looking very good for Ondo, right? It broke all of these equal highs and then these highs, right? So it broke structure to the upside. So we want to end the week off with a pretty strong close. And what I mean by that is, honestly, this is a good close, right? Because here we had a higher low formed, right? Because we had a higher low here, followed by, or sorry, a lower high, followed by a lower high, followed by a lower high, and then followed by another lower high. And now we got a higher high, right? So we can see the narrative is starting to shift into the bullish trend. What I would not want to see next week, ideally, is us closing below here, right? I don't want to see any more higher lows or anything like that. I want to start seeing price go like this, right? That will be the big thing. And then obviously, when these highs get taken out, because we are bullish on Ondo, then really we are going to start getting into that bullish territory, right? Because we have all of these pretty much equal highs. I know it's not perfect equal highs, but it's almost equal highs right over here, right? Once this gets broken, it's just up, right? So if you're asking yourself, is this a good time to buy? I think so, right? We were in this fair value gap, right? This big zone, which I think was obviously the better buy. That was the premium that I talked about last time, but it's still a relatively good buy. Even if we get back to those highs, let's see what we're looking at here, right? Let's say you buy from down there, right? Some decent returns. And then obviously that is just for the smaller structure. And then when the real gains start to happen, right, above here, and then this area, that is what I would probably be looking for, right? A 2x, right? So that's what I am hoping for with Ondo. A 2 to 4 to 5x maybe in the bull run, right? But we are looking good on the bullish structure. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you like, leave a comment, subscribe, do your own research, not a financial advisor, and I'll see you guys all in the next video.